I'm no Nancy Mace fan, I'm no Thomas Massie fan, but obviously they are the Republicans who are leading the charge and breaking up this cover-up right now. And Nancy Mace has filed a request with the CIA to uncover any documents that they have in their possession with regards to the Epstein case. Now, how they're going to respond to this request, I do not know. This is anybody's guess. I'm assuming they're probably going to say, can't do, no go, open investigation, not possible, but we shall see. I think it's pretty apparent at this point, if you haven't figured it out or you haven't been able to put two and two together, Epstein had connections with Mossad. He was working with the Sultan. He was clearly working as a double agent, possibly a triple agent, obviously engaging in spy work and espionage work. If you all recall Whitey Bulger in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, the feds let him get away with all kinds of shit, including murder, because he was giving them intelligence. And this is common, right? The federal government will often let CIs, confidential informants, get away with low-level criminal activity, typically, in exchange for intelligence. But this is not low-level criminal activity, right? This is high-level criminal activity. And it goes all the way back, obviously, to Clinton era. I'm guessing Epstein has been providing intelligence to the United States government for a very long time, going all the way back to the 90s. Now, some of you may or may not remember this article from the New York Magazine, International Money Man of Mystery. What a title. And in hindsight now, it seems quite obvious, right? This was written in 2002. And as you can see, we have a nice little caricature of Bill and Jeffrey here. And we've got a quote from Donald. Terrific guy, Donald Trump booms from speakerphone. He's a lot of fun to be with. And oh, we've got some other quotes from this article too, just hang tight. Just a little tangent. I'm sorry. Every time I share this article, I have to share this quote because it just tells you everything you need to know about Donald Trump, his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, how long it went on, and what he knew. And here we go, right here. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it. Jeffrey enjoys his social life. 2002, folks. So this was just a few years before he allegedly called that cop down in Florida and made some claims about, oh, thank goodness you're catching him. He knew, and he participated in it. He just was angry about that real estate dispute they were having down in Palm Beach. And he was such a dirtbag friend that he's the kind of guy that would run to the cops over a real estate dispute after having engaged in a child sex trafficking ring. And the weird part about that caricature picture that was drawn, Epstein had it in one of his bathrooms over his toilet. Strange, such a strange bird. Anyway, sorry for the tangent. Let's get back to the issue. And that is why they let him get away with this for decades. That's why they entered into the non-prosecution agreement with him in 2007. That's why it took all the way up until 2019 for them to catch up to him. Obviously, the consequences of this have been significantly larger than the consequences related to the Whitey Bulger situation. In that case, that was localized, that was regional, that was within the United States. The Epstein case is global. This is involving multiple nation leaders, world VIPs, global consequences, right? I mean, how many wars, how many famines, how many, God knows what were started or not started or stopped because of Epstein's intelligence was providing or not providing or exchanging or whatever he was doing. We don't even know what he was doing at this point. So I guess we're hopefully about to find out. But I think the fact of the matter is that people on a global scale were affected by this man's conduct, not just children and women who were affected in the global child sex trafficking ring that was obviously happening, clearly happening, and was terrible and horrific. I think there were other things happening as well, very wide-scale corruption happening and extreme espionage that we are about to hopefully find out about. And we're talking about the world's most powerful, wealthy nation allowing spy, a double, perhaps triple, maybe even quadruple agent to run amok globally and run a child sex trafficking ring globally for 3 decades. And that's the fault of the United States federal government. And they need to atone for that. And they need to pay for that. And it starts with every official that is in the United States government right now that is connected to the Epstein situation resigning immediately. And if they can't, then they need to be impeached immediately. We need to start fresh. We need to clean the slate and start fresh. This needs to be put behind us. We cannot have these people up in cabinet positions. We cannot have them up in top official positions. They gotta fucking go, and that includes fucking diaper pants in the White House.